All right, everybody. Was having some issues with the microphone, but we got the microphone up and running, y'all. Good to go. Good to go. Everything's looking good. Um, Saturday, we're gonna do some artwork as always. Um, Feel free to ask questions. I will try my best to look at the chat when I'm not drawing, so we can discuss some things or whatever you want to do. But we're gonna stick with this NFT series. I'm making a flower NFT series to promote hope and love. So that's my title for it. If you went to OpenSea and looked at our first NFT, you should have seen that in the description. And we're gonna do a series of these flowers. We're gonna do them in different styles, kind of going with the theme of complementary colors. Using complementary colors in the palette. So we're going to try some different things. We're going to draw a flower today. I will draw it frame by frame by myself because that's very slow and tedious process. I showed how it was done on the last one. So our goal today is just to create a flower. And we want to kind of create it in an 8-bit style. I think that's what I want to do, 8-bit style. But it's not really going to be 8-bit because I'm drawing it. So we're going to just kind of... there's ways of making an 8-bit grid type thing, but I don't want to do all that. I want to do it by actually drawing it on Sketchbook. So when you use Sketchbook, we're going to draw a flower. We're going to do like an 8-bit style, like an old video game style, like Mario, the original Mario kind of style, and I'll animate it. This time for our animation, we're going to make it grow as well, but we're going to make it sway back and forth in our animation. So that's going to be a lot of frames drawn. So I'm going to make it grow, and we'll do that. And I may have a petal fall off and kind of float down to the ground just to extend it out. But we're going to do the same kind of GIF format that we did for our last NFT. And I think it'll be pretty cool. I looked up some 8-bit flowers just to kind of get some ideas. I found one I really liked that was, I think it was done by Shutterstock. So we're going to kind of emulate that one, but we're not going to copy it. We're going to make our own version of it. Just as always, you always can Google for inspiration. You should Google your art that you want to create for inspiration, because somebody... 9 times out of 10, someone has created something similar to what you generally want to create, right? So you can always go to Google for inspiration, but you don't ever want to completely copy. You want to make it your own. So you want to draw something in your own style and, draw it different. You can't copy anything. So that gets into copyright, right? So you always do your best to modify anything you create. You have to modify it, especially if you get it from Google or online or whatever. You have to modify it to your own style or cause that's why if you see a lot of thumbnails when people do video games, they'll put their faces in place of the characters. The reason why they do that is because they're changing the image, the original image of that thumbnail that they're creating. So you have to think about that anytime you're creating something, right? Whether it's a YouTube thumbnail or you have to modify the picture. Generally the best practice is to recolor the picture. If you find something online, and then add your pictures on top of it, that changes the whole picture. So then it's a totally new picture, right? Those are ways of modifying pictures in order to make it your own. You have to modify it though, or otherwise you get into copyright. So inspiration can be found on Google. Google search is a great way to find inspiration for creating whatever you want to create. You come up with your idea, you search it, and you look at images of things people have done, and then you make your own version of that. That's a part of creating. A lot of people like to think that people just make things out of their mind, but really they look at stuff and they find inspiration in things. You could be walking outside and see like a billboard sign, and you're like looking at that sign like, oh, that's really cool. I'd like to make something like that. And then you take that idea and you create your own version or your own thing. A lot of creative inspiration comes from what everybody else has already done, because 9 times out of 10 it's already been done. You know, just thinking about artwork in general, right? So I hope you guys learned a little something from that. We're gonna get into drawing, and like I said, we're gonna do an 8-bit style. It's not really gonna be 8-bit because I'm drawing it and I'm gonna kind of like block it out myself. So we're gonna make it look like an 8-bit style with Sketchbook. I use Sketchbook on iPad to draw, and then a lot of times I refine things on my iMac using a program like Illustrator or an Adobe program. They have a lot of Adobe programs you can modify things and change things up. So nonetheless, let's get into it, right? Let's get to our drawing, right? Let's go. So this is Sketchbook. I don't know how many people are familiar with Sketchbook. I like to use Sketchbook. There's lots of drawing programs on the iPad or whatever tablet you have. You can find lots of cool drawing applications. So let's get into it. We're going to use some complementary colors. 8-bit style is what we're going for. I accidentally hit that, so we don't want that there. We'll go ahead and erase that. And I think on this one, I want to do a background, y'all. I didn't do a background on the last one, and I didn't do the ground across. So I think we're going to do that. So maybe it will be best to make us a background first, and we'll modify the colors as we go. I'm thinking maybe we just kind of create the background, draw the flower, and then we'll call it a day, and I'll do the frame by frame, and I'll show you guys how to do the animation again in Photoshop. So let's get started, y'all. Let's see here. So for the background, I'm thinking I want to do red and green. Maybe we do a green sky with a red ground. What do y'all think about that? We flip-flop it. Instead of like having a green grass, we do a red. Let's find a good red. So we can go to here, a variety of color collections. They got some cool reds in here. I really like these reds. What if we go with the dark red, like a dark red? Let's find a good dark red. How about, no, that's one's too light. Ooh, that's a darker red. What if we go with this one? Okay, we'll try this out. And we're gonna have to make since we're trying to make an 8-bit style, we're gonna have to do some manipulation here, but let's do this. We'll make us a line all the way across. So we want to do this so we can get a straight line, right? What if we do this? We start here, go across. Oh, it didn't do it. Hold on. It usually will make the line straight for you when you click. I think I clicked free. Hold on, freehand. We want a straight line. This is the one we want. So what you do is you'll click here, right? And then we get a straight line across, right? Let's just try to get it level. That's good enough for right now. Actually, you know what? I want to start from the back here. So let's do this. Here we go. We'll go straight through it. All right. We got us a line. We'll do this. Boom. Now we got like a ground to start with, right? And we'll go with the green background sky or whatever, right? So we're going to find us a green to go with this. So see, what's cool about this app is it gives you the complementary color. You see, like if you look where it says complementary color, I can just click on that, and boom, I got the complementary color. So now I can make the sky by just touching it. Boom. So that will be our complementary background palette, right? But I kind of want to do some more of a transition from the ground to the sky, right? So what I need to do is go back to our complementary color here. We'll get a lighter version of this color, actually. Let's get a lighter version. Boom, a little bit lighter. What we're going to do is we're going to make this bigger. maybe about, let's go with 20. Can I get 20? 20. 19.9. Okay, that's fine. And we're going to start here. Oops. I forgot to click on the line again. I want the line so we can get a straight line. Let's click here. Off. Why is it not working? I'm having an issue. We want the line. I clicked on the line, right? There we go. Okay, it wasn't working for some reason. I don't know what happened. Boom. So now we got a little bit of a transition there. You see that? Maybe it's a little hard to see, but we got a little bit of a transition there. And we want to do like that. So, and then we can put like a little, make it a little haze. So if we go over the top with it, maybe we go and we go with a lighter color. Maybe we go down to 10. Let's go down to 10. All right, cool. We're down to 10. And we want to find a even lighter color. So what if we go, so we went with that one and that one. I think I want to go with this color. And we're doing a 10, so we're going to go straight across over the top of this. Oh, we went too high. I need to be lower. I want to be right here. And we want to straighten it out. Boom. There we go. Kind of like how that's coming out. So we're going to go with that to give us our like 8-bit kind of feel. All right. So we have a ground, we have a sky. I think now what we need to do is create a new layer to work on. So on the side here, you see I created a new layer. The right hand side, we created a new layer. Now we're going to draw our flower. And we're going to use the colors of orange, blue, and purple and yellow for the stem. So the flower itself will be orange and blue. And the actual stem will do in purple and yellow for the leaves and the actual stem of our flower. So we need to make it real blocky because it's going to be, we want it to kind of like to be like an 8-bit feel, right? So I think what I'll do is, let's see if we can find an actual block, something that we can do like a block shape. So let's look at our library here. And in our library, we can find something that's kind of square. Look at this. This one's like kind of square, right? Or this one. Okay, let's do. We just keep searching, and we'll find us something that's kind of square shaped. See, this one kind of gives you like a more of a square shape. A brush, we can use that brush, or we can scroll down and look around and see what we can get, right? See, this one has textures. But we're looking for something that's going to give us like an 8-bit kind of feel, right? So we want to find us something that will give us an 8-bit kind of feel, like it's real blocky. So let's see what we can find. There's plenty of brushes in this program. I really like this program. Not sponsored. We can use pastel too. Pastel would probably give us a blocky kind of look. Let's take a look at these. Super soft. I don't know about super soft. We want something a little bit more grain and hard. This one might actually be close to what we're looking for. Let's see. Can we find something I'm looking for to kind of give us an 8-bit feel? I think I like the brush I found. Let's go back to that brush. I think that brush is probably going to be better. None of these look like it's going to cut it. This one's kind of blocky. This might be a good one. I think I like the brush we found though. So we'll scroll back down, find the brush. We want that blocky like brush that I found. Where was it? Where was it? We gotta locate it. Hold on a second, everybody. Course. Let's go with this one. Or it might be this one. I thought I said we go with this one. This one's a little thinner. All right, let's go with this one. All right, so we found us a brush. We want it to hit hard, so we want this to be, the flow should be all the way up to 100. We want the flow all the way up to 100. Okay? So we got our flow up to 100. We're looking for, we're going to make the stem first. So we want to shrink this down, right? To maybe a 10. Let's do a 10. Oh, sorry, I went too far. Oop, 10. All right, we got 10. 10.0. All right, so now we're going to change this color because the stem we want to do in like a yellow and purple, right? So let's find us a good purple. Do we want some dark purple? Let's go with dark, maybe a dark purple. Let's find. No, it's too light, huh? I'm gonna find a good purple. Maybe this purple. There we go, because we get a yellow complementary color off of this. So we'll go with this color. I like that. All right. Now, since we're on another layer, we're not going to mess up our background. So we don't have to worry about messing up the background. So let's just create a stem coming from the bottom, going up towards the center. But I want to offset. I like to offset. I don't want to do directly in the center when I create. So let's do an offset, and maybe it curves toward the center. Maybe it's going to curl in or something. So let's do like this. We want it to be kind of blocky. We're going to start here. Oh, we're on the line, so that's fine. That's fine. We can curve it still. Let's just draw a line and see what we get. Okay. All right. We're going to go from there. We're going to kind of draw it so that it curves towards the center, maybe. Okay. And maybe it curves back in. Okay. Maybe it does something like that. Okay. And we're gonna modify this as we go, y'all. So don't be afraid to experiment when you're drawing. Be free, be free with what you're doing. Don't be scared of messing around. And we're just gonna make it have an 8-bit feel by connecting it better. We're gonna come in. We're gonna do like this. We will go in and modify it. Okay. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe it's just because the brush does like a flow. So I want this to actually be harder. So I don't know if I like that. Let's go ahead and find a different brush. If that's how it's gonna do, is it gonna do that? We want something that's got like a harder, it's just like a synthetic paint. That's why. So maybe we need something else. And that's fine. Sometimes you gotta find other options to create things, right? So we're just gonna have fun with the picture. Let's maybe we just use a pencil. What if we just use a pencil and we just increase it, We can try that too. Let's go all the way up to 10. And let's see what that gives us. So we'll go back to the line, because we want it to be blocky, and we're gonna have to make it blocky. Okay. And now we'll kind of free it and do like this. Oh, wait. I thought I was on 10. Why is it bigger now? Okay. Okay, something's not happening correctly. I don't understand that. It's making it way bigger than what it was. Why is that? Why is that? I don't understand what's going on right now. Let's drop it down. Let's see what that does. Okay. We gotta go even down further. I don't understand. 3.0. Okay. We're gonna mess around with this, y'all. We're gonna mess around with it. No worries. So we got our complementary color too, so we can hit our light where we want it. And I'm gonna go down even further, y'all. Okay, let's say the light's coming from this side. Okay. The main thing is that you have fun with whatever you're doing, man. Whatever you're creating. Okay. And we're going to put some, I really want something else. Like, I feel like I need to darken it like this. We might have to go with this brush. This might actually give us the better feel. I just may have to just draw it blocky. And that's fine. I can work it out. I can work it out as we go, y'all. Okay. All right. So we got this curved line that's going to be our stem of our plant, of our flower. And we're going to actually draw some leaves coming off of it. Okay. And don't worry, I will make it look more 8-bit once we get get it drawn out. Okay. So we got something drawn out, which is fine. It's fine like it is. Okay. And we'll draw the head of our flower in orange and blue. So let's find us an orange and blue that we can work with. Orange and a blue, right? And we're going to do a new layer, and we're going to draw our flower, right? So we're trying to create this 8-bit version of a flower. So we're just going to draw it out first, right? Let's just draw it out how we want it. And then we'll come back in and make it look 8-bit once we get everything together. Okay. We'll start off with a circle, and we're going to have to make it blocky once we come back in. So let's do that. We're going to do one there, one here. We're going to make it look blocky later on. We're just going to draw a flower, and we're going to try to make it real blocky later on. Okay. It's fine. I know y'all probably like, what the heck is this guy doing? But it's okay, y'all. You'll figure it out once I get things the way I kind of want them. Okay, so this will be our flower, but we're going to curve this a little bit more and make it blocky towards the top. Okay, and we're going to come in. We're gonna adjust that. So let's get our complementary color. This is where we're going to put our blue. So we're going to do it like this. And we're going to actually make these into little boxes. And I'm going to show y'all how I do it in a minute here. Okay, so we have a flower drawn, right? Which is eventually going to be an NFT, right? But let's move this around because I want to change it a little bit. So I got a flower, and I do want that leaf to be shown. So we can actually turn this. We drew something, but we can actually turn it like this. Okay. All right. So now we have to do the task of actually making it look 8-bit, right? So we have a drawing. We want it to look 8-bit. So I'm gonna pull up the 8-bit image that I had before, so I can kind of get ideas off of it, and we're gonna make our own version of that, right? On what 8-bit looks like, right? I had it up, but it looks like why is it doing that? Flower. Okay, here we go. So yeah, this will give me some ideas here. All right, so we want to make this look an 8-bit style, right? So we're going to start with the flower, then we'll go back to the stem. Let's zoom in on it so we can do some work. All right. So what we need now is to make little rectangles. So we're going to grab rectangles and we're going to use different colors, right? We want this to be filled in too. So I need to make sure that it's filled in. So since we got this color, let's go to this. I think that's good. That's good like that. And we're just going to make little boxes, yo. Wait, hold on. So I need to shrink it down a lot further. We want this to be maybe 3.0. And we're going to make little boxes. Okay. I really want it to be filled in. Okay, so we're going to make this boxes. This is going to make it look 8-bit, okay? I know y'all probably like, what the heck is he doing? What's he don't know what he's talking about? We're going to make it look 8-bit, y'all. Trust me. We just got to keep working things. This is how I like to work. Everybody works differently. Just no one understand that. I got my own creative process. Everybody has their own creative process. Okay. So we're going to make it boxy. This is how we're going to do it. This is going to make it like an 8-bit look. Okay. You see how we're working that? I'm just making little boxes, y'all. I know y'all like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. It's okay. I'm going to make it look 8-bit. Trust me, y'all. Okay. Okay, so now that we got the boxes looking pretty, we want it more sharper though. I think I need to make it more sharper. So let's look for something that's going to give us a sharp, we can probably use a pen. The pen tool will probably give us a lot sharper boxes. But we want to do some darker colors, right? Let's go with a darker blue so we get some variation. Okay. And we're going to fill that in. Oh, nope. Why didn't that work? 100. Back that off. Stay back on the boxes. We can fill it in this way. That's fine. Okay, let's try to fill that in. Why does it fill in the whole thing? I don't want to fill in the whole thing. I want to fill in that box there. It's not letting me do what I want to do. It's okay. We'll just keep working it this way. Okay. Get this sharper. We're going to go down to 2.0. Okay. Let's take a look. Let's back off of it. Okay, we're getting closer to what we're trying to achieve, right? So we can go back to our original color there. Where's my color picker? Or is that it? I think that's it anyway. Well, let's do this. Just try and sharpen it up. Okay. And there's other ways of doing this, y'all. I just doing it my own way because I want my own creation. So, and we want this to come out a little bit more. Okay, y'all, I need to take a short intermission and we're going to come right back. But we are working this out, and this is going to be a cool little, fun little thing we're going to create. Trust me, we're going to keep refining it and making it look more and more 8-bit as we go, okay? Give me a second, y'all. We will be right back. All right, everybody. So we're going to continue with our drawing. We're working on the center of the flower. We're going to work our way out. And we're going to make a cool creation. I think it's going to be cool in my eyes, but you know, to each his own. So let's have some fun with it. Let's get back in here. Let's work on our flower here. We're going to create an 8-bit style. So we're just going to keep working it. I know there's a way to do a feel with this. I just don't remember how to make it feel. I know it was under one of these tools, man. Was it this one? No, that's the color picker. Well, we found the color picker. That's not what I was looking for. I know there's a way to do it as a feel. Why can't I find that? Is it under settings? Size? No. Maybe if we go down in size to maybe 8. Advance. Hardness. That's what I want. Hardness all the way up. Pressure. Not really concerned about the pressure. What's about the nip? No. I want that hard. I want feel though. There's got to be a way to do it as a feel. Opacity all the way up. Library, that's fine. There's supposed to be a way to make the rectangle fill itself in. I can't remember how to do it, man. It's all good. We'll figure it out. Let's do the color picker, man. Color picker, let's get that color. And we're going to do one right here. Let's just do one right here. Okay. It's not doing a feel. So let's do that. Okay. Okay. Can I fill it in and not do? Of course not. Hell, here's our fill right here. Can I just do a fill like this and then we draw it? Let's see. We fill. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. Let's undo. I wish I could remember how to do the rectangle fill in where it fills in, man. I just don't really remember how to do it. We're just going to keep going like this until we get what we're trying to accomplish, yo. It's okay. I'm not going to trip on it. All right. And see, we can keep making these shapes until we get the fill we're trying, the shape what we're trying to accomplish, yo. This is gonna work, and I actually can make this a little bit bigger, yo. 1.0. Okay. And we just keep refining our shapes, y'all. We want it to be more rectangle shapes. Rectangle, I guess I'm saying that wrong, but whatever. We want it to be more boxy, you know, because that's what 8-bit looks like. It's real boxy, right? But we're making a digital art of our own in a sketchbook. We're not using the, I forget what it's called. All right, here we go. This is working a lot better too. So let's do like this. And remember, I'm just going for the feel of 8-bit. It doesn't have to actually be 8-bit, you know? Okay, let's take a look at it now. We're getting there. We're getting there. Little bit by little bit, we're getting there, y'all. Okay. I'll do the color picker. We're going to get this color here again, and I'm going to do another blue square here, but smaller. Boom. I'm just going to fill it in like this. Okay. And on the other side, we'll do one here. Small. Boom. Rectangle. Okay, let's take a look at it. All right, so we're just going for this 8-bit feel of a style, and I think it's coming there. It's getting there, little bit by little bit. So now we got to do the same thing with the flower petals to make them boxy and get that feel. And we want to use different shades of orange to do this, you know. Let me take a look at something real quick. And outlining it is actually another way we can actually accomplish this, y'all. And that one's really cool. I actually like that one I'm looking at. But we can outline it as well. So let's go back to our orange. Let's go back to our orange. And we want to take some shades of orange, right? Where was our orange? Okay, we're in the orange collection here. So let's do this. We're going to make it boxy first, and then we're going to come back and put some lighter oranges in there. So let's do this. Let's make it boxy. So how can we do it? You know what? This is fine. We can do this. This will make it boxy right here. Okay, let's go thicker with this. We need a thicker line right now to kind of fill it in faster. Okay, this is going to give us shapes here that we're kind of looking for. Okay. Okay. All right. We need to come down just a little bit. I want a little sharper. Okay. Let's see where we're coming out. See, it's starting to look more boxy, right? We're going to work it out as we go down. Okay. You see that? So we're going to give it like this 8-bit kind of feel, this 8-bit kind of like style or whatever. And there's, we can go in with the lighter orange, right, this. We want our light coming from the right. So let's figure that out real quick. What if we do maybe some straight lines here? No, I'm on the wrong thing. We want some straight lines here. Let's do like this. Okay. And obviously you can create your your versions of whatever you want to do in your own kind of style. This is how I'm creating to make my own version of an 8-bit flower, right? It's not going to be actual 8-bit like I said. So let's keep going. And we can go thicker with our lines if we want. Let's go up to maybe 3.0. Let's put some highlights up here. Okay, let's take a look at it. See how it's coming out? It's starting to look a little more boxy shaped. So we can go all across the edges just like that if we wanted to. And this will give us that 8-bit kind of feel, making it real blocky. And the main thing is to have fun with whatever you're doing. Like I always say, you know, as long as you're happy with what you're creating, that's all that really matters, man. You just want to be happy with what you make. And what we can do is make some small boxes in here. Come in here. Watch this. We're going to do some small boxes. There we go. So we're creating this flower in an 8-bit style. It's going to come out really good as we go along. And we can make these lines thicker too in certain areas to make it take shape. And that's all we want to do is try to make it take shape. We'll work the stem next. We're going to work the petals and after we're going to work the petals first, and then we're going to work the stem second to make it a little bit more refined. And we'll go in with some yellows and some darker purples and lighter purples to give it that feel. The challenge is going to be making this thing grow and then sway. You know, that's going to be the challenge. So I'll work that portion out after the stream because it's very tedious and people may want to see it, but they may not want to sit and watch the whole thing. So we're only going to do the creation of the flower, and then I'll draw the frame by frame afterwards so that you guys can see the final product when we plug it into uh, not Illustrator, but Photoshop, so we can make the GIF. So we're going to make it blocky, just like what we did there. I'm going to bring this up to maybe 3.0 so we can get some long, sharp lines. And I'm going to start making this blocky here. So let's do this. So what I need to do is the rectangle. Not the rectangle, I'm sorry. Oh, I need to go back to the other color. That's what it is. Let's go back to this color so we can make it blocky. Like this. This is going to give us our block shape. Okay. Okay. That's going to make it blocky, right? We get our block shape. Now we can go back and add our highlights. So we go back to our lighter color. Now we can go back around and do the same thing we did on that side to give it the similar feel. So let's do that. Let's get in here. And we want to draw straight lines to follow this. So we're going to do like this. Straight lines. Okay. And as you see that like that. So we can go up. Let's go up to 4 and see what we get with a 4. Let's do like this. Okay. So now that we did that portion, and that's looking pretty good. Like we're starting to get like the shape of an 8-bit style kind of a flower. We're going to put our bubbles in that are like basically kind of like dots on the flower or whatever, like, you know, coming out towards the as the petal curves over. So we're going to do that to give it a little flavor, right? So let's get in there. Bring this down to maybe 2.5. Let's make us some of these little bubble spots on the flower or whatever. So we need to make them as boxy as we can. We're going to do like this. Let's connect here. Boom. Boom. Let's get some more in. So right here. Boom. Boom. We can do a small one here. Maybe a smaller one here. smaller one here, smaller one here, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, connecting there. So, oh, I messed up there. We want to start here because we wanted to connect. So there, right? Smaller. We'll go smaller here. And a little bit smaller here. Smaller here. Smaller here. Right. Maybe we do a few out here like this. Right. Okay. And maybe one here. Okay, let's go ahead and fill these in a little bit. Okay. All right, let's take a look at it. Okay. So it's coming out. We're working this thing out, and I really like how we're making our own flower, our own design, right, to make this our own NFT. Let's report this guy here. Unwanted spam. All right, this guy's been reported. Okay. All right. And we're going to keep working this out, y'all. We're going to develop this cool design, you know, and then I'll animate it, like I said, later. We got to draw frame by frame. First thing first is to draw the flower, and you do it in reverse. You go backwards. You close the flower slowly, and then you make the stem recede into the ground. That's how I do the animation. So you draw the final version first, and then you go backwards. At least that's how I like to do it. Don't know how anybody else likes to do animation. That's how I like to draw my animations for GIFs. So if you're wondering why I'm doing it this way, that's why I'm doing it this way. Okay. Bring this back up. Go here. Make it boxy. Let's sharpen it up some. I think we go down. Okay. Now we're going to come in with our lighter orange. And we're going to draw with lines straight down here. We need to get straight down here, straight across. Let's do that again. Here, here, here. Okay, it's starting to come out. And for our next flower, I think what I'm going to do is a metal flower. We're going to create a metal graphics animation. I've been looking at some cool ways of doing metal, and we may just use Adobe Illustrator for that one. And that will be fun. It'll be different from Sketchbook. We will not use Sketchbook for the next one. We will use Adobe Illustrator. And we're going to try to make a metal flower that we will then animate. And I may have to go back and thicken some of these lines up, but it's coming out the way I want it. And that's what matters. Okay. All right. And we can thicken these lines up. I say we go all the way up 4.0. and we just come around and redo some of them. You know, it's fine. And we're having a lot of fun with this. You know, we're giving it like an 8-bit kind of style. You know, it's not actual 8-bit. That's what I want you to understand. But we're going to make it look something 8-bit. You know, something like 8-bit. And this is going to be our own artwork. So that's the cool thing about it. You know, we're having a fun with our own artwork style, you know, making something that's unique for us. Let's take a look at what we got. You see what we're doing? And it's coming together little bit by little bit. We're getting to where we want. You know, we want to make stuff look a little more boxy, though, in certain spots. So we'll just go back in, you know, and you make it look more boxy. Like that. And that's totally fine. We got one more petal to do, and then we're going to work on the stem. And we will work, after that, I will shut it down. We will come back tomorrow where I'll do the actual animation because I'll draw all the frames today. I'll draw all the frames today of the flower closing, turning into a bud, shrinking down, and receding into the ground. And I'm having fun with this, y'all. You just got to have fun with whatever you're doing. That's the main thing, man. Have fun with it. Let's keep this like this. Let's get our box here. Let's make it boxy. Oops, what happened? It didn't take. We want it to be boxy. Okay. There we go. Boom. And regardless if anybody buys this NFT or not, I'm not really concerned about that because I'm making artwork. And, you know, people are either going to take notice to my artwork or not, you know, and at some point I will be noticed. That's what I figure. I just got to keep creating, yo. And you got to keep creating as an artist. You know, you keep working and get better and better each year. Every day you work a little harder, you get a little better. Just never give up. Can't ever give up. There we go. Now we go around with our lighter orange. and we draw our lines. We want this all the way up. I want thick lines for this one. Oh, wait. That's not it. Back out. Back to 0. There we go. Back to 0. And we want lines. There we go. Straight up and down. Boom. Boom. Get rid of that. Boom. Boom. And we're just having fun with it, man. I'm just going around. I'm drawing these lines. We're making a creation. We're being creative and making our own creation. Here we go. Boom. 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 All right, let's take a look at it. We need to connect it right here. Right here. There we go. All right. Now we go in and make our little marks on the flower to give it a unique kind of feel. Same as before. We want the box. We want to bring this down to maybe 2.0. That's close enough, good enough. Come in here, we'll make some connections here. Make our boxes. Maybe 2 big ones right here. Okay, and get a little smaller as they go out. You know, you got to be creative and figure out what you're doing. And this is what I'm doing. Okay. This is how I'm doing it. Like that. Maybe a small one here. Maybe a small one here. Okay. We can do some out here at random. And then we go in and fill them in. Okay, let's take a look at it. Okay, that's our flower design for the, and you know, we could probably do a couple spots out on the edge here. Maybe a small one here, small one here, one attached to it, like that. Come on this side, do the same thing. Maybe one here, small. Maybe it's got like that. Okay, we can go on this edge. Maybe we'll do one up here. Okay, and maybe one here. Okay. All right. I really like how that looks. That's pretty cool. It's real boxy like, and yeah, it's got the complimentary vibe going. So now what we want to do is we want to create the stem in a more boxy shape. So we got to go back in. We can do is we can turn our flower petals off so we don't have to look at that. Click on our actual stem and we can start to refine this to make this into a more boxy shape stem, right? So let's go back to our color picker so we can get on our colors that we need, which is purple. We want to get in here. We're going to make this really boxy. I'll start at the bottom. We'll work our way out. We'll use this. And we'll start shaping this. Okay. We'll start shaping it. Okay. To make it boxy. And we're going to give it that vibe. Okay, so we're going to do like this. We'll make it curve simply by doing like this. Okay, we'll start to build that curve like this. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at that. Okay, it's starting to come out, starting to stand out a little more. Maybe we come out a little bit further with some of these to kind of really give it a standout. Let's see. Boom. Like that. Maybe this one. Okay, let's make sure we're still staying at the 0. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing to the leaf and then going up to make our more boxy shape. So let's do like this. Right. Okay. This is going to make our leaf here appear more boxy. We can come out some with it. Okay. And start to recede back. And we'll fill in the colors like that once we come back. Let's go ahead and do this. This. Maybe we come out more with that. Like that. Okay. Okay. All right. And what we need is probably a darker purple. Let's find our purples. I think we got it from here. Or a lighter purple. We can go with the lighter purple. That's fine. We'll go with the lighter purple. And we're going to push this all the way up. Let's go down. Get in here. And let's make some lines. Let's do it this way. We want lines. So we can start building this up, making it look sharper and cleaner. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, let's see where we're at. Okay, it should start to look more and more boxy as we go. Okay, I think that's coming out really good. Really good, y'all. And it gives us like a 8-bit kind of feel. You know, it's not really 8-bit, like I said. It's we're working an 8-bit kind of feel, right? Let's get our complementary color. Let's go in and throw some of that yellow to make it more boxy now. You want to stay at the angle 0. Now we want to shape this up. Okay. Now we're starting to get it more boxy. We can go down to put like a little yellow on the outside because I want light on that outside. So let's do this 2.0. Okay, there we go. And it starts to look more and more boxy as we go, right? So I want to put a little bit more on the top. Let's go over the top here, right here. Boom, right here. We want it darker on that side. I want the yellow to hit on this side though. So let's go like this. Okay, boom. All right, now it's starting to shape up. And we're starting to get it. If you want to see like the full thing, we put the flower back in. We're starting to get it. We can actually go in with some yellow and go around the outer edge of the flower to make it look like it's hitting, the light's hitting from the right side, which is what I'm trying to get that effect. And we're going to keep working the stem to make it look more 8-bit, y'all. And another thing we can do is come in with that lighter purple and do some of those boxes on the leaf. And that's going to kind of give it more of that feel, y'all. Let's turn this off for now. Let's get back to our color picker because I want that light purple. Come in here, and that's what we'll do. We'll make some boxes. So small boxes like this. You know? And that will give it that feel. And we can do a couple down here. Okay, there we go. Give it that 8-bit kind of feel. All right, so now let's continue going on with, let's see here, we need our color picker again. We want this purple back. And we're going to go in, we're going to finish shaping it up to make it look more boxy all the way around. And then we'll fix up that yellow, and we'll add some yellow around the outside of the flower petals. And we'll have, I think, a finished 8-bit style flower. Style, not actual 8-bit. So let's keep working it, yo. I like what we got going. I feel good with it, so we're gonna keep it going. Boom, boom. Let's go all the way back up so we can get like a little deeper, like that, like that. We just wanted to have that 8-bit kind of feel, so we're gonna make these a little bit more sharper. Boom, maybe right here. Boom. Okay, let's fill those in. Okay, make it a little sharper like that, and maybe over here we'll do the same thing. Make sure it stays at 0. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Okay, and we got to do the same thing for, let's actually, we can cut this in some. Maybe do like that, cut it in some, cut it in some. That's fine. Okay, sharp edges, keep it at 0. Sharp edges, boom, 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 boom. Maybe one straight across, boom, boom. Okay, some here, boom, boom, boom. Let's go down. Let's get it sharper as we come here. Okay, and going out the edge here, like that. Okay, let's get it. Like this. One here. Okay. And we're going to do here. All right. Let's see where we're at. So it should look a lot jagged, more 8-bit kind of style. And what we need to do is just go in with our light purple. And do our outline. This is going to make it look really cool, I think. We want an actual line. Let's make sure we stay at angle 0. Straight across. Just make sure you're doing straight lines. Right? You want those straight lines. Maybe we go thicker with them. You can vary your lines if you wish. You know, it'll only make it look cooler if you vary your lines. Just make sure you're doing straight lines, like so. Just gonna give it that 8-bit kind of style feel. And there's other ways of doing this, like I said before. You don't have to do it this way. There's like these grid things you can do. I just chose to like kind of like see if I could draw it, you know. I like to try to draw something first, you know, in my own way, rather than use a program that's going to actually do 8-bit, you know, drawing. You know, try to draw it yourself, you know, see, can you draw it? Can you draw it in an 8-bit style, you know? It's just blocks. I mean, but you got to draw the blocks, so it's different, you know? Think of it that way. Do you want a computer program that does it for you, or do you want to actually put in some effort to actually draw something yourself. I would rather draw it myself if I can, you know. It's just my opinion. Everybody's got their own opinion on things. All right. So now we want to add in, let's see, I want to fix this one right here. Bop. And maybe bop. Okay. There we go. It's a lot more jagged. It looks a little bit more 8-bit kind of, you know. It's got that 8-bit feel to it. We're going to get in here. We're going to do some of these boxes with the purple. And this is going to make it interesting. So let's do like this. Come off of here, small one. Maybe a larger one. Let's go smaller with our boxes to make it sharper. Okay. Maybe we do a small box here. And small box here. Something like this. You know. Let's see how that looks. Okay. Okay, I'm cool with how it's coming out. And we're just going to sharpen up these edges here with some lines. Okay, like that. Maybe these are a little thinner, thicker, thinner, thicker, thinner. Okay. All right, and we have a stem created, except we need to do the yellow. Sorry, got to do the yellow first. So we got to shape that yellow out first. And we're going to do that with some yellow lines. So let's go back to yellow. Let's get in there and shape this up. Some lines. Do like this. I'm going to shape it up nice. Let's go thicker with it so it's easier to fix up. Just like this. Boom, boom. Straight down. Straight down. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Our 8-bit style here. Okay, let's take a look at it. Okay, it's looking good. It's looking good. I think we just shape up the outside a little more, maybe with the, we might need to cut some out. Let's see, where's our eraser? We need a sharp eraser, this one, 100%. Let's see if we can cut out some of that yellow a little bit, shape it up a little bit. What size we got here? 3.5. Let's see if we can cut some stuff out real quick to kind of shape it up. Shape it up. Shape it up a little bit. Shape it up a little bit. Shape it up. That's all we're doing, shaping it up. Okay. Let's see, we can probably sharpen some a little bit. Okay, let's take a look. All right, we're getting there, y'all. All right. And I think we need to clean it up just a little more in here. Come down a little bit. Down a little bit. And that should be a little bit better. All right, let's take a look. All right, it's kind of got like an 8-bit feel, you know, right now. We're good. Let's look at our flower. I think we add a little yellow around the outside of the right-hand side of the flower, and that will give it those final touches that we need for it to have the light coming from the right. So let's do this. I want to get in on the flower. We click on the flower. I'm going to come in. We're going to maybe add a little bit of yellow here. So let's do maybe from here. We want lines. Where's the lines at here? Boom, line. We're going to put some yellow here, and we're going to follow these lines. Maybe cut them in some a little bit. Okay. And we'll do the same thing on this side, but we're going to start here, down, across. And we're just creating and having fun with our creation. I may connect it all the way across. Let's just go down this side first. Okay. I think maybe we have it hit smaller lines. Oh, I just did. Okay. And we'll hit it here. Straight across. Oh, it's maybe too small with it. What did I just do? Something doesn't seem right. Oh, okay, here we go. So, okay, let's try that again. Why is it not drawing? Something is wrong. I went too small. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. Let's just get off of that and come back to it. Okay, there we go. Let's see if that fixes it. Well, it's too big, too big, too big. Okay. And we're going to come down that side too. Let's do this. All the way to there. Okay. Maybe we do a little bit on this side. There, 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 there. And all the way down. See where we're looking at. All right. I think I can cut some out here because I might have went a little too bright here. Okay, let's do this. I don't want to be on that. I just want to freehand chop some off. There. Let's see how that looks. Okay, same over here. I think I want to cut some off here. I messed up here. Clean that up. Okay. Right there too. We can cut some off there. Come over here, cut some off here. Okay. And boom. We've got an interesting creative flower that we made using complementary colors, right? And it's our own creation. I think it's pretty interesting. It's like an 8-bit kind of style. And what we can do is animate this to grow out of the ground, open up, and maybe sway back and forth. I think that's what I'm going to do with it, which I'll do throughout the day, and I'll tweak the rest of it. But here it is. This will be another NFT, and it'll be in like an 8-bit kind of style, you know. Yeah, so you can make your own artwork and, you know, create it out of make it into an NFT and assign value to it. But we're at an hour and 35 minutes, and we've created something that we can use, and it's our own artwork. That's the main thing, is that you make your own artwork, and you can always tweak it and make it. You can make it more interesting if you want. Whatever you want to do for your artwork. I'm just trying to dip my toe in the water and create NFTs. And obviously, I'm using my own creative style. You use your own creative style when you're making your artwork. Let's take that one back. This is too strong. We need it lighter. I did something to this, and I don't know what I did, yo. There we go. So I hope you had fun drawing with me. We're creating stuff. The next flower we're gonna do is more of a. I'm thinking maybe a 3D metal or 3D metal kind of design flower. Maybe it'll be spiky. I think I got a good idea for what I want to do. And we'll just keep pushing the limits of what we can do. Making something fun. And I think with the background, I can actually make more boxes in there, which will make it look a little more 8-bit too as well. And I may do that before we create the final version tomorrow when we're doing the GIF format. I'll show you guys the GIF format again, and that'll be fun. So I hope you enjoyed this creation. We will make it into an NFT, and I think it will be interesting and fun, and we will try to be as creative as we can when making some different, unique stuff in our NFT creations, And then later on, we'll do some full artwork. Maybe I'll do like an actual painting and make that into NFT or something. I don't know. I just want to do a series of flowers so that I have like a collection on there. And these will all be 600 by 600 pixels. Is what I'm thinking I'm going to go with for our creations. But the one we do on Adobe, let's bring it in, y'all. Can we bring it in? Do I have a close-up? I just got the intro. Close-up. Close-up is not working. Oh, I took close-up off. Let's go to the close-up, yo. Or let's just bring it in this way. How about that? Boom. All right, y'all. Let's just talk it out. So we've got a good creation here. I think it was a lot of fun. You guys tell me what you want to see me make, But as of right now, I just want to do like a series of different flowers. I think that will be interesting for my collection. And then we're going to do like 4 or 5 flowers. We're going to do the next one we'll do must be metal. And then maybe we'll do a painting one. Maybe we'll paint one, an actual painting. And we'll figure out how to animate that or something. I don't know. I got an idea, but we'll work it out, and we'll turn the painting into like an NFT by maybe destroying it. Hey, maybe we'll do something like that. Maybe it'll be like I'll record painting a flower, some flower. We'll make up something, make an imaginary flower or something, and we'll do maybe a painting of one. We'll do like a metal one, and we'll have these two that I've already created, right? And there'll be 4. and we can maybe figure out what we want to do for the fifth one. You know, maybe we'll make a clay animation one, or maybe we'll make one out of clay or something. Uh, and that'll be our series. We'll have a series of 5. I think I'll leave it at 5, and then that will be that collection. And that will have some NFTs created. If anybody wants to purchase it, they'll be able to purchase it. If not, it's fine. You know, I'll have it from my collection. And if anybody ever wants a piece of artwork, they can just go on there and make the purchase. And you know, it'll be fun. Something fun to have. You know, something unique done by me. So I'm going to continue with this by doing the animations frame by frame, just as I did before, so I can have it all drawn out and it can just kind of bloom, you know, into into the flower, and it will sway back and forth, and that will be this GIF animation. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed drawing with me today. It's an 8-bit style. Like I said, we painted it. We basically painted it in Sketchbook or drew it in Sketchbook. And it's like, you know, not traditional. So, you know, it's got like, you know, your purples and yellows stem, your orange bud with the light, with the blue, you know, and then a green and red background. So, you know, give it that complementary feel. I had a lot of fun creating today, you know. I hope you guys like this. If you don't, you know, hey, just tell me what you think. It's fine, you know. I'm open to criticism, of course. As always, you should be open to criticism. Try to make yourself better, right? I'm going to turn this into a gift tomorrow, so if you want to be tuned in to that, I'm going to draw the frames today of this thing closing up and receding into the ground. And then we will put that into Photoshop to make the animation, and we'll have another NFT ready to roll. So, yep, that's enough of my ramblings. Till next time, yo, you know what to do. You guys have a great Saturday, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.